So you can use the code on my bottom of my screen below. You get 1418. You can get one member, one sticker. You can want to subscribe to any channels. You can subscribe right here with BCW. So let's go between tonight's Friday Night Smackdown goals. I was already saw I was on Smackdown already with a recap of basketball and a few videos of superstars and was alive. I was at the 80th before Cody Rhodes made his way to the ring. I just American Nightmare put over Kevin Owens with a tough match on the PoE and welcomed Michael Cole back to on Smackdown. I was on the byline, made his way to the ring, but I just told anyone to wait at the ringside so he could address with Cody Rhodes one-on-one. After Cody Rhodes said it wasn't Cody second part too. I wasn't who saw a title shot is not Sasakura, but Soto is still down until he acknowledged him as a driver receive. I just the Street Profits and Jimmy was so up to give Cody Rhodes a backup. It was but Nick Aldis made so a fight. No broke out by bookings. After Cody Rhodes will take on Sasakura was a title next week inside a steel cage match. I wasn't this was a different assessment. This was but it took up way too much time just to end with no. Also it will have made more make sense for this to lead into the 8-man tag match was regressible for a little. I just Smackdown had a small stage set up and then no. Also, after the crowd was sending a lot of doing of this assessment. In next match, we have Bailey goes one-on-one against Timmy Stratton. After Brady Daly at backstage with 9 sacks, had a backstage assessment with Timmy Stratton. I was before see and Bailey will compete in the fourth matchup, and they locked up in Mrs. Money Bank versus Bailey to the corner, and these two are almost an even match. I wasn't physical, so Bailey's best was her only real advance. After they fought through a agile commercial break into the next assessment, so they had a time to sail without a break like they were wrestling. I think this is one of those bouts that was started simple and got better as it went. The both women were clearly putting in a lot of and have already developed some chemistry. I just a role model hit 9 sacks with his gun dive after when she saw up at the ringside a moment and little after Bailey hit the Rose plant for the win. And the way that match is Bailey. That wasn't it seems like Diddy wants to turn on 9 sacks or to destroy baby face, but can't decide who to pick. After Timmy hit a stiff drop kick onto the apron that would look great. After Diddy moves a much longer after the camera's shot and yet emotional at one point it was a one onto the ringside cameras. I was so it felt different and then a long, hard cam shot. In the next match we have Fiona VC goes one-on-one against Paula Cruz. Alex Leone Fizzy hasn't been in a match since he wasn't kicked out of podium, so this was interesting. After WWE to repackage him and was into something closer to his NXT character again. That was before he could even get the sweet suit was off after Paul Cruz rolled Alex Leone Fizzy up for the quick pin, and it win that match is Paula Cruz. After WWE needs to update Leone Fizzy's promo, we need to pick his versus heel. It's totally look different. After Kevin Owens, we take on Grayson Waller and versus Austin Theory. After the next match, we saw Kevin Owens put himself in interesting situation after when he took on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller in a triple threat. After Kevin Owens literally tossed both men out of the ring and took them out with a sudden but enormous game and cut up to the win to him. It wasn't just was a highly physical bout from the opening bell after Austin Theory was ended up being put through the announce table before the break. It wasn't for all in purpose, this was a handicap match. After KO did a great job keeping the opponents was separate after but Austin Theory got upset after when Grayson Waller tried to the win. After the prize Waller scored the win to end the front match, but Austin Theory and Grayson Waller took him out after it was over. And the winner that match is Kevin Owens. After Kevin Owens had a funny backstage segment with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory earlier into the show. And after Grayson Waller holding his hockey title belt, it's like a Edmonton audio title belt. After Grayson Waller has so much in tap, Pamito has a single star, as WWE needs to let him go on his own path. I wasn't say the best running gig in WWE is that nobody can simplex Kevin Owens to the way. After Austin Theory so a stunner was hideous. In next match they have Session Green goes one-on-one against Mae Yam. After every night came out and to talk about his Discover 1 as US champion, it wasn't so far after Kamala Hayes came out to state his claim at a title shot to Andrade. The Sonic Man and said I just should be next, and when I took out Andrade and BFD before doing the same to Kamala Hayes. So, after only into the show, McDonald's bookings on this match with Session Green to take on Mae Yam. It wasn't in a singles match. After Private Limit was at the ringside for Green, and Mae Yam was setting into his ribs. See, after recovered from 9 sacks, and so after Session Green focused all of her attacks on the Green, said Mae Yam finding off of the apron with a kick and Private Limit hit a second while so after referee was distracted. After Session Green was able to hit for the win, this wasn't a very long match. But it had enough time for both women to have a few good moments. And the way that match is Session Green. I think every night is going to be such a good babyface heel after WWE turns on him. So I think this two did a good job trying to match with Samantha Evans' intro for the Queen. I think maybe him getting away from the OC has been good for her, but it's up to WWE to follow through or just booking. And next match we have the Bloodline, which are going to get why is the Street Profits. I just said in the main event this week we saw Tommaso Ciampa and Son Gargano and team up with Michael Ford and Asa Dawkins to take on Secret Fight 2, Tamatanga, Takaloa, and Soda Sokola. I think it was the babyface wanted to turn these things and set the Bloodline out of the ring to regroup, but the heels quickly inquired was controlled once after the match got underway. Also, all 8 of these men are great at different things, so we got to see a little bit of anything. It was plenty of movement spots, power moves. I wasn't in the spots to pop to the crowd. I think this was a lot of doing the second half, but it felt a bit more was the 12 because I just said the camera was mostly focused on the illegal man who not whatever else was going on. I just the Bloodline won when I just saw the color pan on the Ford with Simone's bike. In the way that match, the Bloodline won the match. I just did by as the Street Profits had a bit of attention during the backstage with interview with Brian Saxton. It was success in case some whales are too young to remember Tungaloa was in WWE for several years ago. It also has it's kind of wild to see him back after all this time. I just simplex onto anyone with a good spot. It's the final word. After this week on Smackdown was the final show on Fox. In some ways, this is the end of a new era. The blueprint may look very different on USA from next week. It was spoken without a network FCC rather on cable. We got a 5 matches this week, but a once is only even something you can account since the only move was to set a pan. After Kevin Owens and Austin Theory and Vincent Wong stole the show with a Frosted Super Threat match. That was about the 8-man tag, but into the main event and had a lot to like too. I just read about it a month to go before the next PLE with Bad Blood on October 5th. I think WWE has a chance to slow down a bit and gave it possible to build this episode of Smackdown as a show for a step. So let's go my community polls on my Twitter. So we have 7% I liked it, 7% didn't like it, and 7% is alright. Let's go my community polls on my YouTube, community service. We got 67% I like this show tonight on Smackdown. We got 33% didn't like it tonight on Smackdown, and 7% is alright. So thank you for watching on Friday Night Smackdown. And we will be back here tomorrow night for AEW All Out. It'll be different time tomorrow night. And we will see you guys next week. We'll be back here Monday for Monday Night Raw. And we got Wednesday, we have Dynamite. next event for next week. We have next event on Smackdown on USA. So have a great Friday. Have a good have a good weekend for all you guys. And thank you for showing me here with Basic W right here. So have a great Friday. Have a good weekend. And we will see you guys tomorrow for AEW All Out. About next time, peace.